seen that part of you where I saw the better truth.
Hello, folks, and welcome to Pro Wrestling Blitz's Midweek Mayhem, the weekly show that brings you all the action of Pro Wrestling Blitz. I am your host, CM Venom, and with me, unfortunately, as always,
I'm the real host, Billy Wack.
And Wrestlefest. Every week here on Midweek Mayhem Wack, we get a little bit closer to Wrestlefest. August 15th in Romeoville. From what I hear, Wack, those tickets are going fast.
From what I hear, first and second row are already gone, so you might want to hurry up. But first and second row, you get a meet and greet with Ricky the Dragon Steamboat. He's going to be there. It's a big deal.
The legendary Ricky Steamboat going to be at Wrestlefest. You know who else is going to be at Wrestlefest
I'm
this year?
going to be at Wrestlefest.
Aside from you, Wack, who else?
You're going to be at Wrestlefest.
I'm going to be at Wrestlefest. The entire Pro Wrestling Blitz locker room going to be at Wrestlefest. The whole roster, along with special guests such as Kevin Nash,
Scott Hall,
Eric Bischoff,
and the Dudleys.
We can't forget about the Dudleys. And it's very convenient, Wack, that you brought up the Dudleys, because this week on Midweek Mayhem, we're going hardcore.
Whoa.
We are taking this one hardcore. We're going to be spotlighting hardcore action, no rules. The Dudleys at Wrestlefest going to be taking on the team of Hardcore Impact.
Paulie Tomaselli and Hardcore Craig.
Boy, Hardcore Craig, can you imagine that? Coming back after that ghoulish injury, he's got to be ready to fight. We know Paulie's always ready to fight, and the Dudleys constantly ready to fight in a tables match.
Look, I'm just glad I know what Craig is doing at WrestleFest, and it has nothing to do with me. I don't want to get anywhere near Hardcore Craig or even Paulie Tomaselli. I've had it with those two.
That's probably a wise choice. But speaking of a tables match, we're going to take you back to a tables match, Wack.
Take me back to a tables match.
We're going to take you back, Lake Station, Indiana. It's going to be your No Limits champion at that point, Grin, taking on the Prime Cut, Nick Cutler, in a tables match.
Nick Cutler. I'm excited.
Lake Station, Indiana. Let's take you back, folks. Tables match. Give you a taste of what you're going to see at WrestleFest.
Roll it.
Cutler with a little bit of trash talk here. A permanent leer on the face of Grin.
Yeah, it's oh!
Slapping the side of the makeup.
The first blow struck. The last blow is going to be someone going through a table.
Essentially, you're right. That's it. The final maneuver of this match will be a person shattered through a table. Oh, big clothesline putting Cutler down. Scoop! And a slam. I would say it had authority, but obviously that one had authority.
All right.
Standing Hurricanrana. Wow,
early acrobatics, Grin.
The crazed thrashings of Grin earlier on in this bout.
Well, now does Nick Cutler have the upper hand because he's technically closer to a table right now?
I don't think anybody's got the upper hand right about. Oh, wait. Oh, Naga knocker. They're technically inside the ring, outside the ring. 4 miles down Central Avenue, Supreme. This whole thing could happen. We might even find out if that gas station is selling gas for $1.65 or $1.85. I can't tell from the display.
I can't either.
Gonna have to ask Commissioner Brooks about that one. He's got his finger on the pulse of everything here in Pro Wrestling Blitz.
You see that? Oh my God! Watch out for those pillars. Those pillars.
The little crisscross do-si. Oh! The loser of that dance ends up the No Limits champion. Wow.
Colin Cambridge
jawing at Grin over those fallen steps. Notice Ringmaster keeping his distance away from Cambridge.
Well, I told you, he's got to stay away
strategy.
From him.
Oh! Jesus. We know those steps they're rock hard, Supreme. Little known fact, Billy Wack's got to go for reconstructive finger surgery every time he does that horrible, annoying banging on him.
All right, now wait a minute. The ref's
agonizing, but he certainly doesn't let on, though. He's a trooper. I'll give him that much.
Wait, the ref's not counting now, so I guess the table fall could go be in. He's just out there
there's
to make
no
sure.
disqualifications, and there are no countouts in a tables match.
All right.
Like I said, doesn't matter where this one happens. This could go on half the night.
So this is fine then. So this is acceptable, and these two could beat up on Grin all night long.
In the context of this match, it's acceptable enough.
All right,
yeah.
going, and here we go.
Cambridge underneath that ring. You can only imagine. Can't see from our vantage point, but I can only imagine that he's pulling out one of those tables.
One of the dozens of tables. Oh, God!
Oh.
One of the dozens of tables held in reserve.
Professional wrestling learned a long time ago you can't have just one table for a tables match. The inherent nature of the no disqualification, no count out. Well, let's just say it lends itself to some spirited hijinks, Supreme.
We're in a bad way here. I can't tell if Colin, if they just drag one out. Did he set one up? Is one set up over there?
I'm not entirely sure if he succeeded over there. Right now, though, his partner, Nick Cutler, getting the old what for in the corner by the No Limits champion. Grin just firing those blows in. Irish whip all the way across. Oh! Cutler greets him. Welcome to Casa Cutler with a boot and a clothesline.
No heat for Cutler. Well, there's a little. Come on. At least give him at least applaud him for that exchange. He's getting the better of the No Limits champion.
I'm not going to say that Cutler is universally despised, but big knee drop. Taking that pad down, making sure. Wow, like he was almost looking at you for that.
I don't know. I thought that was a little close to you.
Something you want to tell me, Supreme?
Primal Scream headed CM Venom's way from Nick Cutler.
All conjectures, Supreme. Off the ropes. Oh, wait a second. Cutler manages to hold.
Oh, wait a minute! Is there a table down there?
Woo!
Is there a table? I just can't tell. Is this balancing?
One's almost got to assume that there's got to be one down there. You saw the way that Grin reacted. It looked like it took almost everything.
He's looking back. All right, there must be. Not sure if the. Oh God!
Cambridge on one side, Ringmaster on the other.
Guys, this is how someone gets really hurt. Whoa,
Cutler,
Grin up and over. Oh God!
Neck folding German suplex there.
Holy cow, look at him
out the other side.
Someone, anybody, check on him. Get over there.
Colin Cambridge in no hurry to check on his partner. Wow, we wonder if he knew something we didn't.
Well, we hope he's okay because Grin's kicking him again after that.
Grin knows the only way to end this one is to put him through a table. Table on the other
side, cervical
though.
vertebrae, don't cut it. It's got to be a table.
Ringmaster scampering away from the action, wisely scampering. Big right hand right in front, giving everybody here in Lake Station a good view of the action, though.
The beer line's hopping.
It's always a sign of good tidings at a wrestling show. But you'll notice, too.
All right, there is a table. It's official. He's
everybody in that line, waiting in line, still has their attention turned back into this arena for this main event. Every eye on the house on Grin and Nick Cutler.
All right, here we go. This could be it. Colin Cambridge. Colin Cambridge.
Cambridge taking the long way around.
Come on, Colin Cambridge. Oh.
And just barely managing to hold on. Grin.
Yeah, you don't want to knock him off on accident. Just hold on.
Wait a second. A little bit to even the odds.
What's going on?
Later,
who is that over there?
Looked like Sinister and Machine came out, quickly followed by Smash and Dash. We got Reese duking it out with Sinister out there.
That fur-lined vest with Max Sinister.
In the meantime, Cutler got Grin perched up on that ropes, eyeing that table.
Oh God, I wasn't even.
All it takes, one twitch, one let go of those ropes. Oh no! And Cutler crotched on the moneymakers right there. And Grin riding him up and down. A lot of added insult to injury. Grin waiting for him to turn around.
Yeah, guys in and guys out. They're just
big reverse atomic drop. Cutler holding on to him, if you say. Grin nodding from behind. That permanent leer.
Colin Cambridge, wait, what are you doing?
Cambridge, oh, you got to be kidding me. Oh. Cambridge hands him a cool bit of water.
Hey! That's great.
Not so great for Nick Cutler.
Oh, and down he goes.
I keep forgetting, is it heat then ice, Supreme? I mean, what do you do for an injury
you don't
like
drink
that?
after. You don't take a swig out of it after. That's all I know.
Oh, wow. Some unconventional knees there by Grin. Followed up by that standing drop kick right to the back of the head and the neck.
Still, the table's got to do it. All the theatrics, all the punishment, you got to get them through that table. Waiting ominously at ringside.
That's what's unique about that tables match, Supreme. It's over in an instant.
Yeah, that's it.
Grin off the ropes.
Yeah.
Big chopping elbow drop there.
Yeah. Grin riling everybody up. Get in there, get him over there, get him through that thing.
No Limits champion feeling it tonight. Oh, wait a second. A little aborted there. Cambridge still got some life left in him. Oh, the ropes. Big kick to the side of the head.
Cambridge celebrating.
A little premature out there.
Definitely. What happened to his vest? I liked him better with the vest on. Now he's just some dude without a shirt.
Wow, you notice these things.
Well, I mean, he's just prowling around.
Where did that man's vest go, right?
Normally we're asking that of Billy Watt.
Oh, but true. But then we find out later that he pawned it so he could buy another case of fingerless gloves. So.
Yeah. The ref basically just waiting for someone to go through a table.
The ref is here to confirm that a table has been busted by one of the competitors. That is the ref's sole job here.
Alan Cambridge checking the integrity of the table.
And to kick something out of the ring should have come in. So he's got 2 tasks here tonight.
All right. What's he doing? What's he setting it for tea? Alan Cambridge. Oh, all right. He's bringing it in.
Cutler wants to give everybody a good view of what he's about to do.
I thank you for that. See, you know what? All right, let me tell you something, CM Venom. The hardest part about table matches is lugging your own table around. You're exhausted, you're beat up, and you're trying to manhandle these tables around.
So you're saying like a lick spittle might be something good to have.
That's what the Colin Cambridges of federations are for, right? The Cutler didn't have to do a thing. Yes, swatting it.
All he's got to do now is put him through that table, perched precariously in that opposite corner. Cutler feeling victory, moments away. Irish whip, it's reversed. Cambridge throws himself in harm's way. Save that match for his partner, Nick Cutler.
Why is
the 2 men taking on time to embrace. Double clothesline.
Get him out of there.
Up and over. Cutler's stunned, doesn't know what happened to his partner. Fireman's carry.
Take him through it. Wow.
Grin pops up on that corner.
Ah, there we go.
Grin bomb about to go for the hook of the leg, but then realized that's not how you win this match. Yeah. It's very interesting to see that little twitch, that little learned ingrained
twitch. Yeah, that's
pretty
funny. Yeah, I noticed that too. Oh, God, careful.
Wow, wasn't much of a face dropper there. It looks like he spiked his head to the mat.
That's like classic whiplash right there. Grin.
Oh.
I love it. I don't know if Lake Station's seen that before, have they?
Apparently Nick Cutler didn't scout that one too well because that one hit him right in the eyes. Both men still somehow managing to avoid that table propped up against that opposite corner. Grin uses Nick Cutler as a weapon to knock Cambridge off the apron.
Breadbasket, CM Venom, we have a breadbasket kick.
Oh, God! Tiger driver with authority.
Wait a minute.
Spiked him into it. However, a maneuver like that might be a disadvantage at this point. You still got to haul that limp form up and put him through that table.
Oh, come on. You know what? Ringmaster. Been waiting for that all evening.
Just like we said earlier, Ringmaster decided to stick his nose in there. Cambridge not having any of that, though.
Right, lock those legs. The rest of the 3 rings apparently still being manhandled.
Yeah, look like that tag team match from earlier just continued. Smashing.
So who knows what's going on? The bowels of post 93-23 is that over there?
There could be an awful and bloody scene right behind those entrance curtains, Supreme, and we won't know about it until later.
Nick Cutler.
And now the tag team of Midwest Models Incorporated in there trying to put an end to the reign. Wait a second!
Wait a minute!
Whoa! And he's brought Jake the Snake Roberts to the no! DDT to Cambridge! Nick Cutler can't believe what he's going to see. Oh, no, wait a second, and one for Cutler!
Great, no! Oh, no! Oh, wait a minute, all right, hand.
Oh! And this one's over. With assistance from Jake the Snake Roberts, Grin retains the No Limits Championship.
Well, there's your future phone call. There's your future phone call. Jake the Snake Roberts. You're going to be helping
Grin.
One day you'll be helping Grin retain the No Limits Championship in a tables match.
And Wack, would you qualify that as a surprise?
I would.
That one?
Absolutely. And that just goes to show that's the kind of stuff. I mean, that was Lake Station, Indiana. Who knows what you're going to see at WrestleFest?
Hall of Famer Jake the Snake Roberts coming out, making his intentions known. You got to feel a little bad for the Prime Cut that
I
night.
feel a lot bad. I mean, he didn't expect Jake Roberts to be coming out. I mean, Jake really shouldn't have been there. Jake should have just been signing autographs and smiling over there on the side. He should have been getting involved in the physicality of the No Limits title
But
match.
Wack, those are the kind of surprises you see here in Pro Wrestling Blitz. What kind of surprises are we going to see at WrestleFest this year?
All kinds. There's probably some that I don't even know about.
How about another taste of WrestleFest? Since we're going hardcore and we're talking about WrestleFest, we're going to bring you back to last year's WrestleFest, a straight-up three-way hardcore match. You ready for this one? I want to watch him cringe on this one. It's going to be Rhyno
All right.
and Sabu against Hardcore Craig.
Hardcore Craig. Look, again, I'm glad Craig is doing something else. Like, let Craig, I hope Craig takes his lumps in this match.
Here's a taste of hardcore action from last year's WrestleFest, folks. It's a three-way mad dance. We're going to take you to it right now.
Oh, wait a second. Immediately, Rhyno and Hardcore Craig going right for him, concentrating their efforts, putting the boots to Sabu, trying to send him out of the way before the men immediately turn to each other. Whack, that's the way this one's going to go.
Now we have Rhyno and Craig.
Oh, Rhyno gets the better of that shoulder tackle exchange. Up and over. Craig trying for that hip toss. Can't quite get him over. Oh, big chop in response there.
Lou getting out of the way.
Boom.
I mean, this could be it already.
It's the thing with these hardcore matches. We haven't even seen any weapons yet, but just the strength of these men involved here. Oh, wait a second. Big knee to the stomach. Sabu firing off a couple rights in that corner. You know, Sabu and his offense looking for something different. Grabbing that chair the Hardcore Craig brought in earlier, just throws it at the face of Rhyno, bouncing off. Oh, no, he's setting it up.
Setting this up. We've seen this. We've seen this before.
Launching pad. Oh! Big kick in the corner, using that chair as a launching pad, getting that extra elevation out of it. Rhyno dazed, rolling out of the ring. Sabu left in there by himself, looking around as if to ask, where's the competition? No competition. Set up it again. Oh, no, these two men out there. Sabu puts the brakes on. Craig wisely, along with Rhyno, decides to move out of the way and then goes right back to it. Now Sabu in the middle of the mix out here.
But you got to say, both Rhyno and Craig knew to get out of the way. I mean, Sabu, he's been scouted. We know what he does.
That's true. There's years of tape on Sabu. The problem with Sabu is that you can't fully prepare for him. You're not really sure exactly what it is he's going to do. I think Craig and Rhyno at this point probably a little bit more interested in maybe taking a little bit of the piss out of each other at this point.
Oh, look out, Sabu with that chair.
Where'd that chair come from? Did it just fall down from the ceiling?
I believe Sabu's handler tossed it to him.
Wow. Kind of a ringmaster with a fez almost, if you will, right? Sabu, oh my God, sending himself over. Whack, things have spilled into the crowd here. Look at this. We're only a few minutes into this match. Chairs scattered everywhere.
Fans scattered everywhere.
Hardcore Craig down, Rhyno down, Sabu just barely getting up to his feet. Sabu gets a little higher, unfortunately. Oh, Rhyno up though. Tosses that throw and just manhandle him over there. Like just shoving him over. Sabu flopping down. Craig comes in from behind. Had a few moments to recover, trying to throw a few rights there. Sabu blocks and sends him over. Looks like hopefully we're, for the sake of the fans in that area, we're headed back to the ring where this belongs, but not necessarily where it could end up though.
Sabu with that chair. Craig finally making his way into the ring.
As you can see, Lou Tefano trailing the action. This being a hardcore match, these falls can count. These things can happen anywhere. Lou's got to keep an eye on everything, everywhere all three of these men go. Wow. Looks like one chair was good enough for Sabu. He's going to try it now with Hardcore Craig. Oh! Runs right into that big clothesline. A big beast, Rhyno. Kind of a little dig to the top, sends it right into his gullet, and across the back.
Wow. You could hear that bullwhip-like crack across his back.
Rolls him over. Rhyno only managed to get a 2 count there. Suddenly Sabu in with a couple slashing kicks. Rolls him over. Oh, he's locking Hardcore. Look, he's hocking him in. That's the kind of thing in a hardcore match like this. You got 3 men. You got to make those submission maneuvers get in there. You have to make them count quick too. But you're only going to have a few moments until that 3rd man comes in and breaks it up. He doesn't want to lose a match this way. Endless combinations in this one.
Sabu, there it is. Boom.
Chair-assisted leg drop. Rhyno immediately turns on him. You know, aside from that initial team-up that we saw earlier with Rhyno and Craig going after Sabu, it's really kind of been anybody's game. Nobody's really forming any kind of alliances here in this one.
You can't. It's been moving too fast.
Just an insane free-for-all, a melee between these 3 men. Sabu's handler is the Fez ringmaster. They're getting that table set up. Crowd seems to love it. Lou Tefano looks about as apprehensive as a man could possibly be. What's about to probably happen here, Lou doesn't want to see. Sabu's got a chair in his hand. Ooh. Right across the head of Hardcore Craig. That'll ring your bell.
Rang his bell. He just got blasted. Look at that, another chair.
Oh, that one's got to hurt too. That's a Hardcore Craig symbol on there too. He took that one right in the noggin. Oh, a little bit of a kick there. Got that chair again. Wow, bounces it off of Rhyno's head now. Sabu liberally using these hardcore rules to beat and savage his opponents. And frankly, it's a smart tactic, Whack. If you can use them to win.
Again, it's anything goes, and these 3 gentlemen in particular fully, more than anybody, understand those rules. Look at this. Sabu going to the top. Craig in position.
Handler sends him up a chair. Craig having a hard time moving. Oh,
wow.
Top rope chair assisted through a table.
Rhyno capitalizing right away.
This has got to be it, Whack.
2.
Wow, somehow Hardcore Craig managed to sneak out of I could have swore that was going to be it. I thought that could have easily broken Hardcore Craig's neck.
Should have been it. That should have been it. And again, good strategy by Rhyno. He stayed out of dodge for that whole situation.
That table cracked right in half, shattered into pieces. Referee Lou Tefano helping out, trying to clear the ring of this
so
increasingly dangerous debris. Exactly.
That should be a show name. Dangerous debris.
As we saw earlier, a fan dressed up as the Macho Man, or possibly a very badly incognito Macho Man himself in the audience.
He's in ghost
right
form.
there.
There it is.
Enjoying this carnage he's seeing here at Wrestlefest 5, and I got to admit, Max, so am I. That table set up in the corner now. Oh, Rhyno trying to get a hold of Hardcore Craig. Craig firing back, belly to belly, belly to belly. Devastating maneuver for a man the size of Rhyno to get that on him. Whack, you know what's coming now.
He's setting up.
He's setting up Hardcore Craig in prime position for the gore.
Table. Whoa, nobody home. Rhyno blowing through it.
Craig out of the way, and Rhyno gores himself. Wait a second. Craig with the fireman's carry.
Boom on that chair.
Right on the chair.
This is what Craig needs.
Sabu out of all kinds of sorts. Craig crawling over, trying to make that cover. He's finally got an arm over. 2.
2.9. But you know what? I would have contested that anyway. Sabu's shoulders weren't pinned to the mat. They were pinned to that chair.
Hardcore rules, Whack. As her referee, Lou Tefano's kind of letting a little bit go on this one. I think actually, secretly, Lou might kind of want this one to be over, too, before he ends up getting hurt like these men.
Sure.
It's a valid possibility. Well, wait a second. Rhyno back to his feet. Oh, there's the gore. Hook of the leg. This has got to be it.
Craig.
Would you call that a 2.9, Whack? Wow, Hardcore Craig showing it, as they put it, intestinal fortitude. Rhyno can't believe it. Look at the look of surprise and shock on his face.
Craig is the hometown hero.
Whack, at this point, I got to say, it's still anyone's game. Rhyno laying a couple of those hacking kicks into Sabu. Handler looking on, helpless. Oh. Really rude towards the crowd there. Figures Hardcore Craig is probably his best path to win this match. Hoists him back up. Alibet slowly. White Craig playing possum a little bit. Got a right hand. Blocked by Rhyno. Big chop. Clothesline gone awry. He's got him up. Wow, the strength to get a man that size up.
Amazing, amazing maneuver by Craig. This is anybody's match. I don't know how this is going to go.
Sabu's rolled back in. He's just as legal as Craig and Rhyno at this point. Craig down for the cover. 2, 3, with 3 count. 2.
Lou
Wow.
says 2. It
Lou
was so
says
close.
2.
Lou's got. I guess Lou has a better angle of it than even we do.
I think it was one of those Morella cases, too. That might have been a 2.97, but unfortunately, Lou Tufano looked like his momentum took him a little bit further. You don't hear Hardcore Craig complaining at this point, though. He's got a handful of chair.
Craig is setting up something.
Instead of getting savagely booted by Rhyno, we might see another. Oh, that belly to belly is just, it's devastating. Lou Tufano in position, I might note, at this point. Senior official here.
He's in position.
Rhyno waiting to unleash that gore on Hardcore Craig one more time. The final time. This one hopefully in the corner.
This is it. You know, the only good thing that come out of this is maybe this will take Craig down a few pegs.
Took him down up for a 3rd time now. I can't believe it. And late in this match, he's got the strength to do this. And that one was right on the chair.
On the chair.
Hook of the leg. Sabu crawling in, but he... Wow, Sabu just a little bit too late. Hardcore Craig picking up the victory. Hardcore match. He's not done yet, Wack. Craig got that chair. Hometown hero here in Blitz. Looks like he's planning on cleaning house. Still going to wait for the official decision. Referee Lou Tufano. And there we have it, Wack. Hometown hero, Hardcore Craig, comes out victorious over 2 hardcore legends.
Amazing.
In Rhyno and Sabu.
This has to put Craig in a whole new strategy. As far as his career goes, I mean, this is big. In front of the biggest audience ever. Those 2 guys, this was amazing.
And look at the smile on his face. He's exhausted, he's hurt, but wow, what a performance. Who knows what we're going to see here at Wrestlefest 5 folks. This has been amazing so far. Your winner, Hardcore Craig.
Wow. And WrestleFest Hardcore Craig coming away with a vicious victory there over Rhyno and Sabu. What about that Hardcore Craig?
Yeah, Hardcore Craig. Look, I mean, it just goes to show this is the type of stuff we're going to be seeing at WrestleFest. Hardcore Craig, he's going to be in there. He's going to be doing his thing. And again, I'm so glad it has nothing to do with me. What?
Where's your bum gloves?
My
Folks, Wack normally wears bum gloves.
Bum gloves?
He's feigning ignorance, but his bum gloves, the gloves you always wear with the fingers cut off, the ones that you... Your bum gloves.
I'm no bum. I'm no bum. What do you call them? I didn't wear them. I didn't think I was going to have to be high-fiving kids or shaking hands with fans. You know, that's why germs. See them.
When do you shake hands with fans?
There's always a line of people ready to see me after the show, before the shows. I don't make myself accessible.
Well, folks, maybe we'll see the return to the bum gloves next week on Midweek Mayhem, because this week we're out of time.
The fans. Look, you shake hands with the fans? I don't shake hands with the fans. They're awful. They're dirty. It's a festering germ breeding ground.
And that's all the time, thankfully, we have this week for Midweek Mayhem. As always, for Pro Wrestling Blitz, I am CM Venom.
Never not going to wear my gloves again. I'm Billy Wack.
And we'll see you next week on Midweek Mayhem. Oh, now you're hiding your hands. That's...